Oh, hey, good morning. It's Vail Valley Live. We're here for another show to begin your morning. And it is Friday, so we have big weekend energy, lots going on for the weekend, and it's snowing lightly, so that might pick up. We have all those weather details, where to ski, where to eat, where to be entertained. You're in the right place. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. Happy Friday. It is the weekend, like Meredith mentioned, and we've got a lot going on. So she was over in Lion's Head. I'm over here at the Grand Hyatt Vail. A little warmer than Meredith is this morning. It is a bit chilly, but we're going to see things warm up for your Saturdays. We'll give you all those details in the weather report. But just want to let you know how it's going to run today, how the show is going to go. We're going to be with you for about the next hour, 7:30 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. And if you want to chat with us on our features on Facebook or YouTube, you can definitely do so. You can hit subscribe to like our Vail Valley Live YouTube channel. Also, like our Facebook page, just type in Vail Valley Live and you can see today's shows, archive shows, and just keep an idea of what's going on in the Vail Valley. So you can chat with us during the live portion. You can also watch us on Outside Television, which is on our local Comcast Xfinity Channel 17. So a couple different ways to watch this morning. But let's take a look at this weather and let you know what's going on with it. First of all, we did get 2 inches of new snow at Vail and 1 over at Beaver Creek. This weather and mountain report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings. They've got plenty of great deals just over Vail Pass. If you're taking a break from skiing and snowboarding, need to do a little shopping, well, we've got you. Or if you're on your way back to the airport, it's a good place to go. You just might need to buy an extra piece of luggage to take home all the goods. But currently, right now, we're seeing 9 degrees at Beaver Creek, 8 degrees over at Vail. And then at the valley floor, we're seeing about 15 degrees. So our temperatures, they're above freezing, but I'll tell you, it does feel chilly out there. Now, later on today, we'll be warming up just into the 20s once again, upper 20s versus lower 20s yesterday. So we're kind of in this cold snap from the storm that came through. Snow showers are likely, but mainly before about 11 a.m. today. And it's pretty lightly snowing out there. Then we're going to have cloud cover and we're going to have some wind again today. West wind, 15, 25 miles per hour with gusts as high as 40. So especially on those upper elevations, you're going to want to dress for it. You're going to want some windproof layers. You're going to want the balaclava. Goggles are a must today. Sunglasses aren't going to cut it on a day like today. But not a lot of accumulation, maybe 1 to 3 inches possible. Then overnight, we'll see lows in the teens. And then for your Saturday, wow, this looks like the nicest day of the week, definitely of the weekend. We're going to see a high in the low 40s, plenty of sunshine. So this could be the good day for the picnic. So a good day to go to Blue Sky Basin. Good day to hang in the back bowls because your visibility is going to be really good. And then by Sunday, we'll see the clouds start to build and we'll go from about a 30% chance of snow to a 90% chance of snow throughout the day. And windy still. We'll have that wind stick with us. And then Monday looks like we'll have some snow showers likely as well. And then by Monday night, partly cloudy. So that's a quick look at the weather. Once again, 2 inches new at Vail, 1 over at Beaver Creek. That brings our season to date totals 256 for Vail, 235 for Beaver Creek, a mid-mountain base of 70 inches at Vail and 45 over at the Beeve. And like we were saying, not a lot of snow today, maybe 1 to 3 inches, 2 is what they're showing here. And then next week, it's always that midweek storm is where we start to see 4, 5, 6 inches possibly, so that we can look forward to. I'll take it. I'll take the sunshine on the weekend and the storms during the week. I think that's a perfect way to go. But let's bring it back outside to Meredith and find out what the real feel is out there in the elements. She's standing by in Lionshead Village. How was that little
Good
gondola
morning.
car?
I know. I'm doing anything to stay warm this morning. So it's actually cozy in
Yeah.
here. I will say we've really improved our technology, even with just our gondolas.
Yeah.
You can see I mean, these are what the gondolas used to be. Now we
Wow.
have heated seats. I mean, we've really upgraded this.
Yeah, when you think of
You can
heated
even see we have the old logo,
wow.
the old
Evacuation free
emergency
zone.
exit.
No smoking
Yeah,
in
so the
there.
gondolas on the mountain are a lot better, but these make for some cute photos.
They
And
definitely
oh
do.
my gosh, I was in the gondola in Ajax, and you could even hook Bluetooth up to the gondola in Aspens. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, because I know Gandhi one had the Wi-Fi. That was the 50th anniversary present for Vail, and it was the 10-passenger gondola, and they had the cars. And when it goes around the bull wheel on the bottom, that's when they send a surge of like energy into there, and that's where the heat is in the seats. So you come around the bull wheel, and all of a sudden your seat feels warm, and you're like, "What's that?" So that's by design. But yeah, think about these old gondola cars. I know they have one at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum inside. There's one at the top of Gondola One at Midvale that you can take your picture in. But yeah, they look like they fit about 4 people, and your skis. Your skis were going in there too. Those big long skis.
Pretty crazy. But it's keeping me a little bit warmer, so I'm grateful.
Yeah, yeah. So in Lion's Head, we've got, of course, a Gondola 19, Eagle Bond Gondola. We have Chair 8 going out of there as well, the Born Free Express. So we shouldn't see too many problems with lines over at the gondola, because if you do want to get to the top, you can always take Chair 8 over to Chair 6, 26, which is the Pride Express. It brings you to the exact same location. I like to go from there, dropping down into Game Creek, and then now you can get to Ricky's or whatever you want in Sundown Bowl. Yeah, and then lap that if you like. But 2 inches new. We had that wind yesterday. Did you make it out there? I know your mom's been in town.
I did. We were almost on the fence just because of the weather, but we were excited for the fresh snow, so we did make it out there, and there was a decent amount of snow, especially on the runs that weren't groomed. But it was a little bit easier on the knees, the ones that were groomed. It wasn't corduroy
Yeah.
per se, because we got some overnight, but it was really nice, and we've needed some extra snow. It's been a little bit, a couple icy patches here and there the past handful of days. So it's really nice to get some new fresh snow, and it was full parking by 11:30. So we should
Wow.
expect to see the same. But I was surprised for a Thursday, not a huge powder day, and it was full parking by 11:30. So
Yeah. Well, and you know
keep
what?
that in mind when you're parking. So
Yes, and we still have people that are on this President Day week break. So a lot of people had Monday off, but many of the schools across the nation have the entire week off. So people have been taking advantage of that, coming out for the entire week, or maybe splitting their time, and now they're just arriving for the second half of the week, or getting an early start on the weekend. Friday has really become like the new Saturday. It's been, busier on Fridays. We saw that last year. So I bet you will see a lot of people come out, even though we didn't get 6 inches or anything. I mean, 2 inches, it's still good. And the way the wind blows things around, you might find some wind-blown pockets of some powder in certain areas if you know where to go. You kind of have to know, where the wind blows and everything. But we've got a lot going on this weekend. Talents Challenge over at Beaver Creek, and you're going to be out there. You're going to be doing some reporting and everything, and it's sold out. Both days are already sold out.
I know. I'm honestly pretty happy to hear about that because, we've been promoting them and trying to sell some tickets. So I'm happy to hear that they're sold out. So if you didn't sign up early, let this be a reminder to, plan ahead and sign up because things do fill up here in the valley. And that goes for restaurant reservations and concerts. I mean, Sticks tonight at the Villar, that is another thing that is
Yeah.
sold out.
I know. Ty texted me and he's like, "Hey, I've got a friend that's trying to sell all our tickets," and I'm like, "Oh, I can't go." I mean, so you never know. Sometimes there's like a miracle, and you find the tickets. So, someone can't go, their loss is your gain, kind of thing. So yeah, think about that. But hey, I want to let people know that even though the event is sold out, you could still head down to the after party. So they're going to be doing the meal and the drink up at Talents. So when you get done, you'll be going to the Talents restaurant. You get a beer, get the meal, that sort of thing. But then they're bringing everybody down, and they're going to have a fun party right on the plaza. Echo Monday is going to be playing from 3 to 5. So even if you didn't do the challenge, you could still kind of mix and mingle, talk to some of the people that did, see what they got, see what kind of swag they got, so you can sign up for next year.
Definitely, yeah. And support your friends. If your friend's doing it, they're gonna feel really good afterwards. So it's gonna be a nice, fun party down in Beaver Creek Village, and it's just so gorgeous. The energy for après and into the evening at the plaza, the ice skating
Yeah.
rink, is so fun. So it's always a nice opportunity to have a reason to go up to Beaver Creek, enjoy some of the restaurants because the vibe is there.
Yeah, and you know what? They have that common consumption area, CCA, which means you can bring, if you're 21 or over, you can get a beer or wine or a mixed drink at any of the participating bars and restaurants. Some of them even have the walk-up windows, and then you can walk around. You can do some shopping. You can see the kids ice skating. It's a cool vibe there as well. So, yep, that's what you could do. We got that going on. Also, this weekend is Vail Legacy Days. So Saturday and Sunday, we're gonna be having things going on up on Vail Mountain. And what's really cool is we're bringing in members of the current 10th Mountain Division. And I know that Chris Anthony has been out to Fort Drum and has met with a lot of members of the 10th to show his documentary Mission Mountain Vanguard. But they're going to be here, and they're going to be doing this ski down on Saturday down Riva Ridge. And that's the longest named run on Vail Mountain, about 4 miles. And it's named after the Battle of Riva Ridge, which happened, I think, 78 years ago. It was on the night of February 18th to 19th. They really just surprised the Germans. They climbed for like 5 hours, got up to this ridge line. Fog had settled in, so they were lucky. The fog kind of protected them, and then they just took like a 3.5 mile stretch of Riva Ridge, and it really was a turning point in World War II. You can hear all about this at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, and they're going to have great things happening. So they're going to do this ski down on Saturday with current members of the 10th, and then on Sundays when the Black Hawk helicopter is going to land. Sometimes we see these cruise around because we have the High Altitude Aviation Training Center nearby, but they're going to be landing this by Chair 2. We should try to find Cameron's video from last year because it was so funny watching this thing land, and he was recording it in the wind and everything. And then after that, we're gonna have the Legacy Day Parade going on. So it's a really good weekend to pay homage to Vail's history and the people that really created the outdoor industry as we know it today.
Definitely. Yeah, and it's really cool because they're wearing the old outfits and they have some of the old skis. So it really takes you back. It's kind of a wrinkle in time.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
really cool just to take some photos, see the energy. The first time I saw this, I honestly got emotional. It's really touching because there's so much history to that. And to see them walking through the village, it's just like I said, it's a moment in time and it's a cool experience to add to your whole vacation and honor because everything this year is about learning some more history, celebrating 60 years here in
And,
Vail.
and
So a lot of different pop-ups throughout the weekend to get involved.
Yeah, and you know what? I interviewed a lot of these 10th Mountain Division soldiers. Many of them have passed on because they were in their 80s and their 90s. And just the stories. There was one guy named Jimmy Nasser who would come in from Boston every year, and he has since passed away. But he joined it at 17. Like, he basically lied about his age because he was that passionate about going off. So think about it. You're 17, 18, 19 years old, and you take a train across the country. You come to Camp Hale, which is just south of Vail, and train, and then you go into battle. But when these soldiers came back home, they weren't going to do a desk job. They were like, what? I mean, so many of them started ski areas or, National Ski Patrol, different sporting companies. It's amazing. So once again, the Colorado Snow Sports Museum is a great resource for all of this. So maybe make a few stops. They're open daily, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And so that could be a good thing. So, but hey, we got to get on with the show. We got so much more to talk about. So we'll let you roam around. Stay warm, Meredith. She's outside line set. We're going to come back with your Vail Daily headlines as well as a road report.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality of care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And we are going to wow you with some of the fabulous looks that we have to share with you today from J. Crew and Adidas. Let's take a look. Here's Rachel in J. Crew. I love her navy preppy blazer with striped lining, striped pink tee, amazing white jeans, white sneakers, and gorgeous pink ribbon earrings. With her savings card booklet, it'll be $197, saving $316. Here's Enza in J. Crew Kids with her denim jean jacket, her heart filigree tee, sweetheart leggings, heart necklace, and her white slip-on tennis shoes. Full outfit $101 with her savings card booklet. Wow, Liv, you look amazing in J. Crew sportswear line. From her fabulous striped button top, pink leggings, fleece jacket, pearlized headband, fingerless gloves, and her amazing tennis shoes with the pink and copper colors, all from the internet return. Her outfit, $145 outlet, fabulous. Kate is in Adidas in her pink hoodie, pastel leggings, black tote, and her white and pink running shoes. Her whole outfit would come to $138. Okay, Rachel, you look fabulous in your amazing full-length bubble coat from Guess. You've got your fabulous hoodie with the faux fur, and look at those adorable pearl gold shades. Whole outfit with the shades, $138. Here's Kate in Adidas with this black cropped jacket, $42. It's 40% off of their jackets. Here's Liv. She's in Guess in the most amazing puffer jacket with fleece detailing inside the hood. Love the black belt and the sunglasses. Jacket reduced to $65. And her shades are only $45 from $90. Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And just a reminder, be sure and pick up your savings card booklet at the outlets at Castle Rock in the food court, at customer service, and the outlets at Silverthorne at the Colorado Welcome Center. Love is in the air, and so are the discounts that you're going to find in the savings book. See you soon.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Time now to take a look at what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for Friday, the 24th of February. And on the cover, socked in, snow rolls over Beaver Creek Mountain on Thursday in Avon. More snow is expected early next week. So look at that. It's almost like looking at the trail map. You could see the Talons area, Grouse Mountain. You could see Centennial, lift number 6 line going straight up there. So even the bald spot right up, kind of just off the middle there. But headlines for today, deeper backcountry intel. Colorado could soon start using a new avalanche forecasting method following Joint Budget Committee recommendation. More on this on page A2. So they could start using this new way to tell more about avalanches and get a little deeper dive into it. So learn more on this second page of the paper. Also in today's paper, legislature hears of Vail Resort's equal pay issues. Former Beaver Creek employee testifies before Senate committee. More on that on page A4. And Uyghur's mental health clinic opening draws a crowd. Outpatient clinic is part of Vail Health's vision of creating affordable and equitable access to behavioral health. So read more about this wonderful new edition in today's paper. And then also The Lancers get revenge and they defeat the Huskies 7-4. Battle Mountain season ends in the first round of 5A state playoffs. So learn a little bit about hockey and how the season went on page 820. And then in arts and entertainment, time to take a look at what's going on for the weekend. And Meredith and I were just talking about this, whether it's Vail Legacy Days happening in Vail on Saturday and Sunday. How about the Talents Challenge? Find out what's going on with that. We've got a new Opry hotspot. We've got some different ways to get creative with wax and wine. You got to learn more about that at Alpine Arts Center. And if you want to, maybe if you're missing the Burton U.S. Open, if you want to check out some of the high flying action, we've got the Dew Tour. It's just happening over Vail Pass, over at Copper Mountain. Mixmaster Mike is going to be playing there tomorrow night in between the men's and women's competitions. So find that out in today's paper. And then it's Friday, which means Art Weekly. So we've got a whole section dedicated to the galleries and some of the artists that are coming. So you won't want to miss this. This is something neat. You know, a lot of times we'll have visiting artists that are going to be in some of the galleries. Maybe they're actually doing some work while they're here, that you can actually watch them do their craft. So it's great to just pick up the Vail Daily today. Lots of information on how to get your weekend started. So pick up your free copy, or you can always go to vaildaily.com and find out more about breaking news. You can sign up for e-newsletters, or just look at some of the stories and archive stories on the website. As far as the roads are concerned, we're looking pretty good, pretty dry. We did get 2 inches of new snow up on Vail Mountain, one over at Beaver Creek, so it didn't really wreak too much havoc on the roads, especially down on the valley floor. Now, up in the higher elevations, Vail Pass Summit, you can see we do have some snow there sticking to the roads. We're going to have some blowing snow today as well. We expect to see some snow showers tapering off about maybe about 11 later this morning, but our wind gusts could be up to 40 miles per hour today, so that could cause some visibility issues, some drifting issues as well. The plows always work hard to make this I-70 corridor, which is a major thoroughfare from east to west across the United States. They try to make it as easy passable as they can, but sometimes the weather impedes that effort. But I would just slow it down, especially on those higher mountain passes. We aren't seeing any of the traction laws for the passenger vehicles or any of the commercial trucks chain laws in effect, but I would just still keep it easy and allow plenty of extra time. Even after a Friday afternoon, even going eastbound, you can see some traffic going back down to Denver. So if you need to be someplace, be to the airport, that sort of thing, allow that extra time to get there. So that's a look at the Vail Daily and your road report. Let's bring it back out to Meredith and see where she roamed off to in Lion's Head. She's trying to stay warm this morning. Okay, that's a good way to stay warm. Go inside.
Definitely. I stepped into the French deli. It's always so cute in here.
Yeah.
And
Do they have
just
honey
like
on the
to
wall?
pay attention. Sorry?
Was that honey? Were they selling honey back on that wall? Oh, cool.
Yeah, they sell a lot of random, eclectic, like mustards and capers, like things you wouldn't really expect. If
Yeah.
you're planning a picnic, you could totally come here. They have some really nice cheeses,
Oh, wow.
peppers, lemons, some fresh prosciutto, which is one of my favorite things. So it's not your typical restaurant place, but they do have a full breakfast and lunch menu. I know your favorite thing is the cookie tartare, aka cookie dough.
I know. Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea. Tomorrow it's going to be so nice that this might be a good day to do a picnic. And just if you bring some cheese, some crackers, prosciutto out there, you can easily put it in a backpack, or, a couple of you could just put things in your pocket and head on up there and then share it all. Those apples, you can maybe slice some apples and, bring a little jackknife up there and have your own ski cootery. Have you tried this, Meredith? Where you flip your skis or snowboard over and then assemble the goods.
I've seen it. I think it's the cutest idea. I know Leah, our producer, she's done it before too. It's such a great thing. I'm a fan of going to the decks, and normally they come with picnic tables, so that's also convenient too. But doing a picnic on the mountain is really fun, really memorable, and it gives you some time to rest your legs, Today might be a little bit of a cool day to do a picnic, but we're going to see 40s tomorrow and some sun for our Saturday. And the restaurants can often be busy too, so that might be a good thing to do later on in the afternoon while it's warmed up. And there's a lot of decks all around Vail Mountain too, so.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. And you know what? Picnicking is such, we're talking about Vail's history and its 60th anniversary. Picnicking was such a thing. Like, it was like, oh, we're going to do a picnic. Oh, we're going to do picnic summer and winter. And a lot of the old photos from Vail Mountain really, it showcase that. And it was, they'd bring up their drinks, they'd sit, they'd arrange their skis, they somehow would build a chair, or they would put their skis in, then they would lean again. I mean, like, they had it going on. So they we're just kind of learning from the pioneers of Vail on how to do this. But yeah, hanging out there, we'd have a better chance of getting the goods, getting the cheese, getting the meats, even the fruits and everything to go with it. But Meredith, John LeConte had a chance to go up there and actually ski some Vail and let us know what it's like. So we're going to play a little segment called On the Hill, and this is what it was like for your Thursday.
Hello and welcome to the Vail Dailies on the Hill. It's Thursday, the 23rd. I'm your host, John LeConte, heading towards the Buona Run right now. Really nice sunny day out here and some fresh snow on the slopes. As you can see, Vail reported 6 inches. Feels more like 3. The storm was a really windy one, so you're gonna find varying depths of snow depending on where you go on the mountain today. We haven't received a lot of snow in February, so this little bit we received yesterday is much appreciated from old Mother Nature. And yeah, just like that, it cleared up, got sunny. So it's a really cold one too, as often happens when those clouds disperse. The storm was so windy, it was blowing in sideways, and there was an emergency alert sent to everyone's phones because of how poor the driving conditions were. You could not see at all on I-70 and some of the other highways. And being that it's a really cold one, the snow is chalky and slow, hard to get through. I'm gonna have to unstrap here. And this catwalk has not been groomed, so I'm gonna have to take the snowmobile track. We'll pick it up in a minute. Okay, picking it back up on the lower part of Buona. Broke my pole there, messing around. Just sort of flung out of its holster. So we got this shorter pole. I'll turn the camera around, do like a POV style instead. As I was saying, it's a really cold one today, so you have this chalky kind of snow. So you want to find a little better pitch, a little steeper pitch, and maybe use that green wax if you got it. I'm gonna head into Buzz's shop after this. He's doing a really good deal today. $5 waxes, throwing it back to his first season prices. He's been in business 40 years now, so he's doing a special today. Kind of a throwback to 82-83 season when the waxes were $5. You can see there's no lines here at chair 26. I heard it's been a bit crowded over at Beaver Creek this week, with it being a lot of families off school, a lot of vacationers in town. Vail hasn't been bad. And we have a nice day for those vacationers who are in town. So we'll conclude the broadcast here as I'm having a bit of technical difficulties here with this shortened pole. That's a nice groom. Okay. Thanks so much for tuning into the Vail Dailies on the hill over on the Chair 26 side of the mountain. I'm your host, John LeConte, signing off. See you later.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Moet Vending for life's spontaneous, festive moments. Celebrate at the Grand Hyatt Vail.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. We are showcasing healthy habits, and you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms, grown at 9,000 feet. Mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. We did get 2 inches of new snow at Vail and 1 over at Beaver Creek in the last 24 hours, but that brings our base to 256 for Vail season to date, or not our base, but our season total. Our base is 70, 256 for the season to date, 235 over at Beaver Creek, and 45 is their mid-mountain base. So a little bit of a snow report for you. Now we are seeing cooler temperatures, 9 degrees over at Beaver Creek, 8 over at Vail. We'll get into the upper 20s today. Yesterday we were in the lower 20s, but that wind chill factor is going to come into play anywhere from 15 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 40 miles per hour today. And we've got a little snow in the forecast, not much accumulation, maybe 1 to 3 inches possible out of this before it wraps up, even by midday. But that overcast sky cover is going to stay with us for today. Then it'll clear out a little bit tonight and make for a beautiful Saturday. We're going to have highs in the 40s for your Saturday. Plenty of sunshine as well, dropping down to 15 degrees. Then for Sunday, we'll still remain in the upper 30s, but we'll see the clouds roll on through, and we'll see a chance of snow Sunday into Monday. And even some midweek snow by Wednesday. We could maybe see, another 5 inches is what they're predicting for Wednesday of next week. So another midweek storm. We'll have a nice at least Saturday. Sunday, clouds will start to roll in, a little bit of snow. So that's a look at the weather and what you're going to see for the rest of the weekend. You're going to want to bundle up today because with that wind, helmets, make sure your vents are closed, whether it's in your helmet or sometimes the pit zips. Make sure that's all closed. If you're overheating, you can always open them back up if you're starting to do some moguls or generating some heat. But anything to protect you from the wind, I would definitely wear the balaclava, which is a neck gaiter, kind of a thin hat combination that fits perfectly under the helmet. And then goggles are a must today because just, oh, that wind, if your sunglasses aren't going to do you much good today, your eyes are going to probably tear. It's not going to help you provide you with much visibility. So definitely wear some goggles with a lighter lens if you have the choice. But let's bring in Meredith and find out where she is at. She was just at the French Deli. Let's see if she got something. Oh, look at that snow. It's coming down, huh?
It really is. Yeah. Nice flurries. They're pretty small snowflakes, but it's steadily coming down. I'm right here in front of the Arabelle ice rink. I mean,
Oh, that's so
gorgeous.
pretty. I love the
Yeah.
architecture over in Beaver Creek.
I've always been wanting to go and go on the Skyway and warm up. It's part of Arabelle, which is a great hotel here in Lion's Head. A lot of different lodging options here in Lion's Head. It's really improved and grown over the years, but
Yeah.
a lot of different areas to play for the kids or adults. But yeah, so ice skating is here available. It's pretty snowy. They kind of need a Zamboni alert.
Yeah,
And
get
then
the Zamboni out there.
right in front of me is a nice park. Oh, we have a golden retriever waking up with me. But this is a really awesome park, and I see kids play in this even in the winter time too. Really unique, kind of different kind of park, but lends to the imagination. And we have the nice Christmas tree still up here. We kind of have our Christmas lights almost all ski season. So really just gorgeous views here in
Oh,
Lions
yeah.
Head.
Just to get that winter wonderland vibe. And you know what? I do love that little park that's right up there. I know a lot of people, like maybe they go down to Blue Moose and they're waiting for their pizza. Hey, just send the kids up the stairs, wear them out a little bit more, let them play in that slide and some of the equipment. It's really a neat park. And that's what's really cool is some of our parks are basically like almost like art parks. And Pirate Ship Park, that's another park that is really creative to play in because it really looks like a ship. And then all the architecture there, I mean, it's almost like you could take a selfie and be like, where am I? And people be like, I don't know, St. Anton. You know, they might think that you're in Europe. Oh, I got some people getting ready, heading to the slopes. They look like they're dressed appropriately. They're bundled up. I don't see any skin out there today.
Yeah, it is an important day to bundle up. Even yesterday, I wore a little down jacket, like a shell, and or a small jacket, and then a shell over. And I was a little cold skiing yesterday, so this would be a good day for more of the down puffy jacket
Yeah.
to keep you a bit warmer when we're in those single digits and only really reach a high of 20. The shell jackets aren't the best to keep you warm. So that's something I always love to share what not to do, my own mistakes.
Yeah, and you know what? I think you could even do your down jacket, and I think you could probably fit the shell over it, and I think that would be the good combination today, because that wind is gonna. You need the insulation layer from the down, but I think that wind is gonna cut through. So I think if you can do a shell down layer, insulating layer combination, good base layer underneath that. That's going to be the win-win. And then a lot of the helmets or the hoods fit over the helmet. So when you have that, you can stay a little bit warmer. That's a good chairlift trick. And then you and I both know gondola laps, when it's windy or colder, gondola laps keep you warm. And you know what? We might see some chairlifts slowed down because of the wind. Some might even close because of the wind. So it's just always something to think about. And Northwoods is a good way to go because it's a little more protected. The back bowls might be a little more exposed. So do watch out for that. But Meredith, we're going to talk about a few things going on over at Beaver Creek. So entertainment wise, they just played Our Planet in concert. That was last night. Styx is tonight. Standing room only tickets were available earlier this week, not anymore. The only way you're going to probably find a ticket is if someone can't can't go and you're going to buy theirs. But this is going to be sold out tonight. But it should be a lot of fun. They're doing a world tour. So I mean, they were big back in the 70s and 80s. This was quite the show to see. And even some of their songs, I know that you said you performed some of these songs for a school concert. So even different generations know this music.
Yes, definitely. We had a teacher that showed us the ways of Styx, and we sang "Come Sail Away" and "Lorelei," just some of the classics. So even if you didn't have a ticket, maybe it's a reason just to reminisce and play some Styx. But that's going to be an awesome concert. And then after that, we are looking forward to having the circus come, which is really cool. This is a very classic family style circus and they've been going around for 2 decades.
Yeah. Yeah. Even since the late 90s, mid 90s, they've been going around. So this will be a lot of fun. It's part of the family programming series, and they do have a ticket 4-pack for $115, or just individual tickets at $35. The children tickets are at $28. This will be on a Tuesday, but it starts early enough, 6:30. And next week, Meredith, I think a lot of the local schools are out. A lot of the schools across the nation are out right now. So next week, your kids are going to have vacations, so they can stay up a little later and go to the circus. And the Vlar, I mean, what a cool place to see all that activity so up close. They're going to have contortionists and jugglers, acrobatics. It's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just full of entertainment, and maybe you don't know exactly what to expect. Either way, you're going to leave entertained. And that's
Yeah.
kind of how I felt when I saw Pick Magic Dragon, who was a magician, comedian. I had no clue what to expect. And we left so entertained, like such a nice way to spend your evening. And, it's always a treat to be in the Villar and see a show, any show, or a movie, a singer. I mean, the Villar venue is just so gorgeous and renowned. So take a look at the event calendar. There's still a lot of different shows coming up for the rest of the season. And while you're doing so, there's also a lot of concerts being announced for this summer. And man, we are just up in the game when it comes to entertainment and talent here in the Valley. And so there's some unique tickets that went on sale yesterday and are going on sale today.
Yeah, yeah, and we're gonna get to that in just a moment. Camp is gonna be coming here. We've got Pan and Polo. We've got Chicago. We have Shaky Graves. So all this was just announced. Tromhorn Shorty and the Orleans Avenue with Ziggy Marley. So in the last week and a half, basically, this has all been announced. And so a lot of the tickets, yeah, like you mentioned, going on sale today for this. Yeah, Head in the Heart, Father John Misty, Mia Flock. So like all this happening at the AMP. And then Meredith, we also have that opera at the AMP. Normally we got to wait till May or even June to see anything with the snow's got to melt before we go back to the Ford Amphitheater. But on the 7th and 8th, we're going to be bringing some concerts to the AMP. So this should be a lot of fun. And I know you got your tickets yesterday, right?
Yes, I got it for the Saturday show, which is Big Gigantic, also known as Big G, and then Anderson Paak. He is incredible, and he's actually using his DJ name, DJ Pee Wee, and he's going to be doing a vinyl set. So just playing some of the classics. He is a cool cat, really amazing artist. So this is going to be a really fun show. And then on Friday, Polo and Pan, they're French. They're like French club music. It is so cool. And I saw Polo and Pan before they went huge in Montreal at the small little club. And now they're really taken off. They sold out Belly Up in Aspen in a matter of hours. So I expect both these shows to sell out. We'll definitely get some people from the Front Range to come up and buy tickets because these are big names and it's right here at our own amphitheater. So this is outstanding announcement by the VVF, the Vail Valley Foundation, who does operate both the Villar and the Gerald Ford Art Amphitheater. So this is going to be really fun to end the ski season with a bang.
Yeah, definitely. And then look forward to summer as well. Yeah, Leah and I were listening to Polo and Pan in the car the other day. She was giving me a ride, could get my car fixed. But we were listening. She's like, oh, yeah, I know these guys. So it's really cool that we've got that. So we have that happening. And you can go to grfavail.com for more of the details and get all the ticket information. And I think a lot of times you're maybe limited to maybe 4 per person. But this is a beautiful venue. If you've never been here, it is just on your bucket list. I know people love Red Rocks, but we love our little Ford amphitheaters. So we're looking forward to that. But one more thing going on. We've been talking about the Talents Challenge. Speaking of Beaver Creek, Helmet Fricker is playing today up at the Beeve. So I just want to let people know that from 1 to 3. And then tomorrow, they started this new story time. They have a Patagonia Kids store. So they have a story time with Miss Gracie, and that'll be at 3:30 in the afternoon. After you get your chocolate chip cookie, come on down to the Patagonia Kids store. And then their Fun Fest, which goes from 4 to 5:30. And it's all these carnival games and fun things going on for the kids. And you trade your tokens in for prizes. That happens every Saturday. And then complimentary caricatures with Ken Carpenter is going to be there as well. So just a few things going on. But and that Talents Challenge party with Echo Monday playing the after party. Now, if you are going to be doing the Talents Challenge, we got some tips from a guy that knows. I mean, he used to coach moguls. He's on the ski team. I think we should show this video to give you some tips and give you some inspiration. Leah, are you watching? She's going to do this tomorrow. So maybe you can get some tips from it. But let's take a look at that right now.
Hey, I'm Michael Friedberg, former member of the U.S. Freestyle Ski Team.
And I'm Ryan LeClaire from the Beaver Creek Ski and Snowboard School.
Talents Challenge is 14 of the steepest, nastiest bump runs on Beaver Creek, and the goal is to ski them all in one day. I'm gonna give you some pointers on how to do that. All right, mogul skiing is all about stance. So you wanna start in a deep ankle flexion, knees over toes, hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, arms extended so the elbow is well in front of the body, and your hands are just slightly wider than your shoulders. Vision 4 bumps down the hill. The biggest mistake most beginners make in the moguls is just simply how to approach the moguls. Use your poles for timing and not balance. Plant on the backside of that mogul. Use that as a cue to move up and over your new downhill ski. You can carve down that backside of the mogul just like you do on the flats.
One thing that Michael does really well is he consistently is turning his feet. One problem that we find in amateur mogul skiers is they stop twisting their feet, causing their upper body to become square with their legs and causing them to be back. Keep thinking about turning your feet all the way through the turn.
All right, line selection is a big part of mogul skiing. Think about how water would flow, and the line you're looking for is gonna be that high to low line that water would take. So I visualize water pouring out of my feet down the hill, splashing off of these moguls to help me find a line. All right, thanks for checking out our video. I hope we gave you guys a good idea of how to approach these difficult runs for the Talents Challenge this weekend.
Most important, be safe and have fun.
We're at the Alpine Arts Center with Lauren Merrill. She's the owner and the artist behind all the creativity that you find here. And Lauren, I know when you started, it was a lot about painting and the cocktails and canvas, but we want to let people know it's a lot more than just painting. And you have so many different fun art projects for us to try.
Yeah, we first realized we needed to have a liquor license, so we sell wine, beer, champagne, so that everyone can come in and have a good time and do some projects. So we do our cocktails and canvas classes. We do cocktails in clay, which is like clay hand building, like something like this. You can personalize all of these pieces, make it great gifts. This one I gave to my sister and her husband for a wedding anniversary.
That's so cute.
But you can make all different things, great for holiday gifts, great for everything. And then besides clay, we do all different things: string art, encaustic, wood burning.
Well, and you can really get your hands dirty. I mean, we've got the clay wheels here.
Pottery
so
wheels.
You're literally, you're shaping the pottery. You're doing everything here. And when people think, oh, well, painting isn't for me. Maybe some of the etching is.
Right.
You have glass etching. You have some of the wood burning.
Yeah, wood burning, you can paint on wood. So we really just try to change it up so that each class is different, unique, and you can kind of find that thing that is your niche.
Yeah. And what do people say about the different things that are coming up? It seems like you guys are always expanding and exploring new ways to get us creative.
Yeah, we try to do all different things. So our latest is silk scarf marbling. That's a really fun one and really vibrant colors. And you can have something that you can wear afterwards, which is really special. But everyone just loves kind of the variety and coming in and having a good time and not having to worry about what they're going to create necessarily. We have it all step by step for you. So.
Yeah, and you can bring a group in. You can do kids parties. You can do it all here at Alpine Arts Center. And if we have any special requests, if we have a certain art project we want to try to do, can you help us with that too?
Definitely. We do corporate events. We do private events. So anything that you want to do, we can either if we have it, we can get it started, and if not, we can get the materials you need.
Okay. All right, Lauren. If we want to find out more,
alpineartcenter.org.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, that was cool to see what they do over at the Alpine Arts Center. So they're going to do something different. We mentioned the cocktails and canvas and everything. They're going to do wax and wine this Saturday, 6:30 to 8:30, and they provide all the materials. You're going to have wax and a little iron, a little cast iron. And I can't believe how this works. It's a process that's called encaustic. And you see the finished product and you're like, what? You had an iron? It looks like a clothing iron and some wax. And that's how it worked. But a really cool process. So it is going to be something you can do. All the materials are provided. It's $49 per person. And you're going to be making 4 different little works of art, kind of, little cards or little prints. And no experience is necessary. You don't have to know. You don't have to be a great artist to do these things. And that's what I think is so neat about Alpine Arts Center is the instructor is going to lead you through the process step by step. So, you can't really go wrong. I've done the cocktails and canvas before where you literally start with a blank canvas and then they show you what you are trying to, basically, and it's amazing, the end product. And you never know, you might have a little more artistic talent than you think. And a little liquid courage could go a long way. They have beer and wine on sale. They got their little liquor license. They have some snacks you buy, non-alcoholic drinks. They also do kids versions of this where they'll do like cupcakes and canvas or cupcakes and clay. So that's a lot of fun. But a few things going on tonight. I want to let you know, lots of music. We have live music, pretty much every night of the week, which is great. So après-ski is when you come off the mountain. The term is after skiing. It's a French term, but it means coming down off the mountain, hanging out at one of the taverns, enjoying a cold beverage or an adult beverage of some type, maybe getting some nachos, and sharing your day, your favorite parts of the day, the big air you caught. And so we got some great live music to go with it. So a few places you can go. Hey, tonight, Lucky Fridays. This is at Chasing Rabbits, the brand new nightclub that just opened up in Solaris, 13,000 square feet of nightclub and restaurant space. They do different DJs from 9 to 1 a.m. And then a little bit earlier than that, we've got the Brass Bear Bar at the Park Hyatt. Brendan McKinney, he's been here forever. He's going to play a set from 4:30 to 7:30. And then Matt Garth, he'll be at the Four Seasons Resort and Residences. This is at the Remedy Bar from 6 to 9. And then Kevin Danzig was supposed to be at the King's Club, but he is going to be at the Styx concert. So Kathy Morrow will be there tonight. Kevin will be at King's Club tomorrow. They play music in the middle of the evenings from 7 to 10. So if you go to Après Ski from, about 3 to 6, 7 to 10, some more music, and then the late night shows. Usually Shakedown Bar is a good place to go for that. Or Red Lion, Nick Steingart's going to be playing there 9 to 11. So they usually do an earlier set, like 4 to 6, and then another one, 4 to 7, 9 to 11. And then the Turntable Review will be hanging out as well. They're going to play the Remedy at the Four Seasons. So just a lot of different places to go tonight if you're looking for some live music. But let's bring in Meredith and see where she is right now and what's going on. Look at the snow accumulating on the hood. Okay, that's our snow gauge, is what is happening from there. Hey, Meredith, we had a little chat. So, on our YouTube page, and once again, you can chat with us during the live show, 7:30 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. James Stewart says, impressive on the hill shots. I'd be tumbling through the trees if I was doing that. Maybe Meredith and Trisha should give that a try for a show. Well, I wish I had more time to be out there skiing, but I got to get my work done. But yeah, it is fun to go out there. It's fun to get video. I know but Meredith, the last time you were doing video, you were going through the trees, and that's when you had your knee injury, and we're just getting you back on the hill after what, 9 months? Was that 9 months ago when that happened?
Almost, yep. Not great memories. Skiing and getting footage, definitely cool, but you have to do it in a smart way. So make sure you're, prepared for that. I would suggest not to hold the iPhone in your hand while never really lends to safety. Yeah, make a GoPro on the helmet or attached to is one of the best ways. Kind of staying put and then filming the skiers. So, there's around getting footage on the mountain. But speaking of that, I mean, we're completely in newspaper cover.
Oh, you know what, Meredith? I think we're going to let you refresh.
Coming down. People are lining up.
Okay, we're going to let her refresh her signal right there. And you know what? Why don't we should do a weather. Should we do one more weather? Okay. All right. This weather brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail. That's where our studios are this morning. If you're looking for, great dining, the Gessner Restaurant, we've got the Fireside Lounge, cool place to go. So head on down here. They've got their own chairlift as well, chair number 20. So if you're staying here, you're going to have your ski shop and your little lift right out to the east of you. But snow showers likely, mostly before 11 a.m. We're seeing that right now with snow coming down pretty heavy outside the studios here at the Grand Hyatt Vail and what we just saw with Meredith. Our highs today only in the mid to upper 20s. We won't really see too much snow out of this, maybe about 1 to 3 inches, and then it'll just be cloudy later on today. So it's going to taper off, mostly cloudy tonight, a low around the teens, and the wind is going to be a factor today. So that wind chill factor coming into play. When you're skiing down, riding down, you're almost creating your own wind chill factor in there. So just bundle up today because it's going to be good. The snow is going to be great. We did get 2 inches new over at Vail and 1 over at Beaver Creek. Not a lot, but this is when the groomers are fun. Just a little refreshing of the snow, and it's going to be good to get out there. And I like when the temperatures are a little cold because it's what I call January snow. It's very consistent. It's very predictable. You don't have the hard pack in the morning and then the slush in the afternoon. That's coming. That'll probably be on Saturday because Saturday we're going to see a high right in around the mid 40s, low 40s. And plenty of sunshine for your Saturday. And then another storm. Looks like we could get 4 to 5 inches middle of the week for Vail and Beaver Creek. But we're already at 256 inches season to date at Vail. And then over at Beaver Creek, we have 235, 45-inch base at the Beav and a 70-inch base at Vail. Lifts open right now, practically. We're just a couple minutes away, 8:30 to 3:30 on Vail Mountain with Blue Sky Basin and the back bowls closing earlier. And then over at the Beav, 8:30 3:30 to 4. Main Mountain, so Centennial, Chair 12, they stay open to 4. But Arrowhead and Betcher Gulch, they do close at 3:30, along with Rose Bowl and some other areas of the mountain. But let's bring in Meredith now, see if she's refreshed her signal out there. Sometimes the elements start to get to our phones. We do this whole show on an iPhone, if you know. Wow, look at all the people. Hey, getting after
Oh
it
yeah,
today.
people are getting in line, getting excited because it is coming down. This is the snow we've been wanting. The storm this week wasn't as big as we saw. We expected a lot more snow, so I'm happy to report that it is coming down and it's going to make for some fresh skiing today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, good. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, it looks like people are in the gondola line and they're going to brave the elements. And that's what we do here. It's just all about, wearing the right clothing. It's not bad weather, it's just bad clothing choices. So, okay.
Definitely. And this is another good spot too for Opere's
Oh, yeah.
Chop House right here, Mountainside. They always do some really great opera music.
Yeah, Phil Long will be playing there today, 3 to 6. A lot of times you got to get reservations for his show. So, give them a call. Maybe they got a table for you. But lots of good options to go. And enjoy, everybody. This is going to be another winter wonderland kind of day. So have fun. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for braving the cold, Meredith, this morning. Have a good day. Say hi to your mom. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Talents Challenge. We're going to have Meredith live in Beaver Creek. And we're going to have Heather Blackman here in the studio. We're going to give you some details on what's happening for the Talents Challenge with some live coverage. We'll see you tomorrow.